Hey guys, this week's Dota Diary episode is going to be about the fact that I've had a lot of viewers come into my stream. I've also seen a decent amount of comments on YouTube. People saying stuff like, you're very positive all the time, and then I see you play pubs. And it's something that I'm consciously working on. Something where I truly believe your level of positivity, your enjoyment of the game is up to you. But what I do want to say is that everyone tilts. Everyone has that critical threshold where they eventually lose their shit. And I think the best thing you can do is be aware that you lost your shit and try to attempt to raise that threshold so it takes more and more. So today I'm just going to be talking about my issue that I commonly face in my bracket, and maybe you can draw some links to your own issues that you may face in yours.
Banana Slam Jam.
Okay, so an issue I commonly face in my bracket, probably the most common issue of all, is the fact that there's no roll queue above 7,500 MMR. It's basically a free-for-all up here. There's no written rules, it's like whoever tries to take whatever role, generally there's a level of respect of like whoever's higher MMR gets the role they want, but there's a lot of chaotic people in society. They don't really abide by any unspoken rules, they just do their own thing. And so what commonly happens is that I try to give carry to people who are higher MMR than me, because I feel like that's the best way to do it, optimally to win. And sometimes you just have people that will play carry or they'll jungle Pudge, There's no in between. And that's a big problem in the higher MMR brackets because Valve has basically stated they don't think there's enough players to cater to having roll queue. And while I do believe that would be true on certain servers and A has like a very small player base, I do think it would not work on, or I think it would work on EU. But that's neither here nor there. The situation we're in is that people take roles in their own way. There's no rules being put into place with roll queue. So what happened was yesterday, for instance, is that I had a game of where I asked for carry. I said, first pick, or can I please play carry, please? And the rank 800 guy, compared to my rank 188, that's about 2,000 MMR difference, for the record. First pick's Drow. It's not a matter of the fact that he says, like, I would like to carry. They don't ever say anything. They just first pick. And it's really frustrating because usually carry is the worst role to first pick because it's the role that usually has the win condition for your team. It makes it very difficult to ever win the game when your teammate first picks carry. And for me, it's happened a lot recently for whatever reason. The Battle Pass, I'm not really sure. But it happened in this game. And then it happened again in the next game. What you'll notice in this game is that I went back to my roots, pun intended with Tree. I picked Treant with the Quelling Blade. I'm not proud of it, but the strategy is I take all your CS because you're ruining my game by first picking carry. This guy hasn't played enough Dota to even be ranked, okay? In the last month or whatever. My response was, I said, can I please play carry? And he first picks SF. Now, I'm not justifying this, people. I am not encouraging this behavior. I am not even proud of the fact that I did this. But I'm going to tell you, I lost my shit. I'm owning up to the fact that I was mad. I was really mad. My game quality has dropped a lot recently, and having two lower ranked people in a row not say a word and first pick carry was incredibly tilting. And I'm sure for you guys, you deal with Smurfs, you deal with AFKers, you deal with all types of stuff. It's not just me. We have to all remember that there are people that ruin everybody's games, okay? There's ruiners in every single bracket. That never changes. How you handle it is a big part of what makes you the person you are. So I will say that while I am not proud of it, I own up to the fact that I hit that threshold. And I don't regret it. I don't regret losing my mind because we ended up winning the game, oddly enough. I said this SF was not going to get any CS. And eventually he went and jungled. I protected my tower. I tried to build real items to protect my team and all that kind of stuff. And oddly enough, we won the game. And the biggest thing about it was sometimes you just have pent up anger. And I chose to use that anger to ruin this guy's game, but then try to win in my best capacity. And I think that's like a reasonable way to vent how mad I was. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not proud of it, but I think it was reasonable because I had a chance to win the game. And I feel like a lot of people when they get angry, will do it in a way that is incredibly self-detrimental. And while I'm not saying this is necessarily the healthiest outlet, the idea that we still tried to win and that we still made a game out of it was honestly so cathartic. Like, I literally felt 10 times better after this game than I did before. Even if I had lost, it probably would have felt pretty good to just ruin this SF's day. And at the end of the day, if I'm going to be in a bad mood because this keeps happening to me for the next 30 games, and this is going to make me in a better mood because I did it once, I think that's kind of a healthy thing to feel in Dota. Please do not take this video as encouragement to ruin your games or to spite people on your team. I want you to know that I'm annoyed that they're taking carry. So my version of spite is that I'm going to play carry and I'm going to carry this game. And if you actually watch this game, I had a lot of impact. It was pretty funny, actually. Really enjoyable game, to say the least. But the whole point of this video is that everybody has a threshold. People are human. It's not something to be proud of if you get really upset, but it is something to embrace. It's something to acknowledge, something to work on. And it's going to happen to you guys. This isn't some smooth sailing, everything's good now. You know, I've told you guys all the lessons I've learned, and I'm just the perfect person, you know? I want you guys to understand that I feel like I get treated by a lot of people watching as if I'm supposed to be just some perfect, exemplary person. And I'm not. I'm not perfect, you know? Spoiler alert. I feel like a lot of people forget that. A lot of you know that. Like, when I say it, it's like, duh, BSJ, we know you're not perfect. But then some of you treat me like that. So this is not here to be like, you guys. This is here to be like, remember, guys, things happen. And embrace the toxic side of yourself in a way where you acknowledge it, but you try to work on it. Because everyone does it in their own way. No two people are the same, and nobody's perfect. So don't be ashamed that sometimes you get upset. Acknowledge it, embrace it, and filter it out. Don't just conceal it and hold on to it for every game of Dota that you play. Sometimes you can release it outside of Dota. That's probably the more healthy way to do it. You know, working out, doing something like that vents your emotions. But sometimes you just got to let people have it in the game of Dota. And sometimes it may even work out, especially if your goal is to spitefully win the game. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Dota Diary episode something or another. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.